TBD starts now.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of TBD Podcast with JB and JB. I am your host, JB, and to my left is my co-tangent,
JB. Sorry, it was weird. I didn't expect to come in so energetic, folks. I know that probably threw a couple people off out there, my mom included, but, deal with it.
She's an avid listener, yes.
I actually think she may be the only person who's listened to every single one of our podcasts so far.
She disliked all of them.
Whoa. Hey, hold on.
Did you hear something weird?
Again.
I heard something strange. I don't know what was going on there.
I think I just coughed a bunch. Certainly a guest didn't speak out of turn, because that's not how things happen here. So we are back. We're hip. We're with it. We're real cool. It's season 2. You guys know all about it. Real excited to be back this week. This is we've worked out all the kinks. The rust has been knocked off of us. Various other things people say whenever they come back from stuff. Ooh, I wrote that down. I was supposed to come up with something. I apologize. As you all know, this is a 100% scripted podcast. TBD podcast, the podcast where we try our best to figure out what we're doing and usually fail. Let's go ahead and, he's already talked. I guess we might as well introduce him. To my left, JB's right. We're sitting in a circular setup here in the 4 ballroom studio. Is it the 4 ballroom studio?
Indeed it is.
So it's a 4 ballroom studio that we are in. And in it today is me, JB. JB also.
JB.
Yeah, it's important that we introduce the most important people first. And to, once again, my left, JB's right. In case anyone out there is like drawing it out or trying to keep a map of the room, it is Michael Moreno.
The one and lonely.
Yeah, the one.
Did you say one and lonely?
One and lonely.
One and lonely.
The one and lonely. Michael
I'm
Moreno.
looking for love. I thought this was the place.
Ooh.
This is the Lovecast. He's come to the right place. We hook up single males with aspiring women.
Yeah. See this lovely.
We
guest
basically
couch.
create a profile.
Yeah.
And we go out to bars, clubs, Target.
Well, maybe we'll put your
hand out his resume
on online dating sites and things like that. And all we need from you is your social security number and a major credit card.
As well as your mother's maiden name.
And a list of your greatest fears, favorite color, favorite number, like any your first make and model of your first car. Just...
What was your first job?
My first job was working at a carneria, as it would be referred to. It is actually a place where I sold barbacoa.
Oh, so is it just a place where they sell barbacoa?
They just sold barbacoa.
That's amazing.
I could not stress the lack of variety that we
Okay,
had.
before we jump back to the actual introduction of you, I feel like I have to explore this just a little bit. Okay, so most places that I know of usually only sell barbacoa like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
The good places.
Yeah, the good places, as JB refers to them as. Is your location
It
open?
is one of said good places. It's probably one of the best places.
Gotcha. They only open on the big 3?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. Close at 1. Yeah, because if you're not going to church, then you don't.
You have to be there at 3 a.m. to start your shift.
Actually, yes.
I was trying to exaggerate. I thought maybe you would say 5 or 5:30. No,
this was a dedicated family-owned place, which meant that they could do pretty much whatever they wanted to do with me since they were paying me like $8.
So tell us more about that.
Yeah, go into like what kind of other weird
packaging and heating up large quantities of meat at a time and then smashing
Multiple...
it. Actually, I'm not exaggerating when I say smashing it. It was very sexual the way in which I had to smash the meat.
I did not at all at any point.
I just don't want you to
think
think
that was sexual.
That any of the things that you're putting in your mouth when you go to a carneria are not sexually admissible.
So you're telling me that every time I eat a delicious barbacoa taco that I get, that it is just seeped in sexuality?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You put the bucket down between your legs. This is all true.
Oh, break it down.
You get the masher, and you just go to town.
This is much like a butter churning situation.
It is it's very much like a butter churning situation, except it's like a small Hispanic boy.
And you're smashing cow heads.
Yeah, cow cheek. To be specific.
Specifically cow cheeks.
Ooh,
so when you get the raw barbacoa, it comes in a slab of cheek.
Yes.
It's still on the skull or it's already cut off?
It's cut off, but that's they do that. Like they get that to the store. What they do is the older gentleman who wakes up like 4 in the morning.
Oh, the 4 o'clock guy.
Okay.
That guy,
The guy you can't complain to
bastard.
about waking up early.
Well, I can, because I'm awake earlier than him, but he does it on a different day. And so he goes and he cuts it all off.
He cuts it off of the bone.
He cuts it off the bone.
Now, does
So it
he
looks
kill
like
the
a-
cow as well?
Or does
No.
cutting the meat off of the face generally kill it?
That usually
You
is
kill
enough
it by
for
that
one
by
person.
cutting it in the face.
Get it as fresh as possible.
If you were to cut the cheek off of, say, a ram or a dog or a
Any
goat,
animal.
any animal, would that be considered barbacoa, or is it only
It's
cows?
only beef. Now, I don't know if you've ever had homemade tamales, but in order
possibly.
to make
I have.
homemade tamales,
Yeah.
it is a horrible thing that you have to do, where you have to basically take all the meat off of a head of a pig, and it looks like Lord of the Flies, and it is a terrifying thing that will haunt your dreams.
Okay, now I'm reminded of like do you think possibly there could be like a cove situation going on where
they're herding them into a special area
Yeah.
from which to slaughter them mercilessly?
more specifically, I mean, I definitely think that's happening, but I more specifically am curious if like how there was an overabundance of dolphin meat in those situations.
Okay,
so
supposedly.
they would package it as other kinds of meat. Maybe
True.
maybe the cheek meat that we think we're getting
Is actually
is a different animal. It's coming from a different. Maybe
And
it's like
you know
dolphin
what?
cheek meat.
Perhaps an Asian camera crew has snuck into America to document their findings.
And they're going to release a movie in their country. Oh man, that's
The
great.
Japanese would win at that point, and that's
Oh
not
my
all right.
god, that's
Their-
exactly how that
their
would go down.
whaling situation would be totally okay.
Personally, I'd be okay with it. I mean, if I heard about that, I'd be like, well, fair's fair. Turnabout's fair play, right, guys?
That sounds right to me.
Dolphins are actually terrifying.
The cove is literally the only reason why whaling is immoral. And same with
That's
like
the only reason
yeah,
it's
that's
immoral.
it. That was the only. That was it. That was it. Just like how like SeaWorld was totally okay until Blackfish happened.
And now they're rapidly
Oh,
declining.
now they're the worst.
See, are we actually mad about that? Like, is the room reading that to where we're actually mad at SeaWorld? Because I still totally want to go to SeaWorld.
Well, here's
Like,
my thing, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion in this room, from someone who is born and raised in San Antonio, Texas.
Mhm.
Not a big fan of SeaWorld. It doesn't really, it holds no amount of candles in comparison to Six Flags.
What about pre-amusement park SeaWorld where it's just animals?
That's exactly what I use
Probably
SeaWorld for.
probably worse.
Because I only went to SeaWorld because it had roller coasters.
And penguins.
The penguins are nice, but the thing about zoos and SeaWorld,
Is that they're terrible?
well, they're terrible, but the fact that they exist and they protect wildlife that would otherwise be endangered, but they also keep animals in cages. So it's like you can't have one bad thing without the other. You can have zoos and animals will survive, or you can have no zoos and they can just be slaughtered and wiped out by humans.
I feel like there's got to be like a third option where we just
Well, we don't do-
maliciously
yeah, no, that's
murder
not gonna
them?
happen.
Oh no, that's not
No.
on the table.
No, I don't think that option exists anymore,
I think
sir.
the third option is Planet of the Apes. And I don't think we want
Oh,
that
you,
as a
well,
society. At least not me, because I'd totally be a sex slave.
ooh.
You would let the ape king turn you into his personal human slave?
Would I let him? No. But
Would it
if
happen?
I had to have the choice of like getting fed, I'm not going to say no.
Well,
Keep me alive and do what you will,
but give
But
me,
I-
give
but
me.
I
long as
don't
I
want to
wanna-
work as a slave who's starving.
Yeah,
I
I would.
feel- I
One
feel
out
the
of
same
every
way about
5
that.
bananas comes to me.
I feel the same way about that the way I do about aliens invading. I'm selling out the human race hard.
Quick, hard and
moment.
fast. Like even
There's-
before.
we see the UFO, and I'm already trying to contact them with
Okay, all right.
information about our country.
Hypothetical situation here. You are approached by aliens pre-invasion, and they ask you to, I don't know, over the course of your
Service
work, they're like, hey, we need you to put something in this barbacoa meat that's going to help us help with some mind control, or maybe so, you don't know what it does.
Have they
They're just
contacted you as well?
Oh,
I'm just saying. We're not allowed to put brains into the barbacoa meat anymore. That was a thing that was allowed before. But mad cow's disease just stamped that out.
But it made it better, which is why you did it.
I've tried it.
is it like a spice?
It's not. It's just a texture thing. And
Oh.
Is it kind of like what
tastes
you
like-
would call the old way,
Yeah, it's what is
or is it the lazy way
Oh,
because you
there's
didn't
a-
want to clean brains?
there's a- official
it's
name?
called, they call it mix because
see.
it's like actual meat that you would pay for, and then a fatty substance that is actually just brains.
How would you compare the two textures? Like, what is your preference?
Brains isn't that bad. My grandmother has made it with brains before, and I've tried it. It's not bad. It tastes bitter.
But do you prefer with or without brains?
If I had to choose, I would say without.
Is it impossible to find the mix? You say they don't do it anymore, but can you go out and, hey, can I get barbacoa? But hey, throw some mix in there.
I don't think without visiting the black barbacoa market.
I see.
That's not
This
a
is
race
special.
thing. That is purely...
You're talking strictly about the black market.
Yeah, the black market of
It's
barbacoa.
black in the terms of finances.
Right.
You know, in the black, you're profitable.
Hey, Jason,
Yes, sir.
we got monkey.
I'll take 3.
You are, I think, the only person that might get that reference.
Are you talking about breaking a monkey's skull open and eating out of it?
No, that was a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference.
I thought it was much darker.
Oh,
than what
no.
we're going
Jeez,
at.
mine was
'Cause
lighthearted.
That's a thing that people do, is straight up eat monkey brains.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's
well, they
terrifying.
eat... They probably
As a person who
eat-
has eaten cow brains, I find it terrifying to eat a monkey brain.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean, cow brains is where you draw the line.
Let me ask you this
I'm
about
serious.
Just after-
Mexican meats. When you get a cabeza taco, that is
Cow head?
cow head versus the cow cheek.
What part of-
It should be just the, like, there's certain areas other than the cheek. The cheek is very lean. There's not a
see.
lot of fat there. There's definitely some areas where it's a little bit fattier, and that's probably what the cabeza is.
Okay.
Like around the
So it doesn't
scoliosis
have brains,
area.
though.
No, I don't believe so. I mean,
So
they
is
physically can
barbacoa
now.
the only thing you would get brains mixed in?
You can't anymore. It is now illegal.
Okay.
Due to mad cow disease.
But if you were at a black market restaurant,
Yeah.
you could get brains mixed. I guess you could get brains mixed with anything if you're in a black market restaurant.
All right, let's keep this above the board and just protect everybody involved. So, hypothetically speaking, Michael, as someone who is a member of this barbacoa community,
Yeah.
if there was, say, a hypothetical, like, stonemason type community, but with barbacoa that you may or may not be a part of,
Yeah.
and you were at one of these hypothetical restaurants that are located underneath various museums and historical locations around town, is the mix available for other types of meats?
Now,
Would they be?
I'm-
Would they be? Hypothetically. Again, 100% hypothetical situation. No accusations taking place right now.
No accusations needed. I came on here because I'm a whistleblower and because I'm brave.
Oh.
And
Oh,
I'm here
wow.
to stand up against the evil tyranny of the barbacoa black market.
Wow.
And I'm here to say that you can get brains mixed in with pretty much anything.
That is, oh wow. And a TBD exclusive. We are blowing the top. JB can't believe it. I think he might have had some barbacoa earlier today based on his reaction right now. Like, this is a
I'm
travesty.
absolutely shocked.
This is a sad day for barbacoa.
I will need protection after this interview, though. They ironically will use my brains in the black market barbacoa.
Oh, can
And
you
that's
get
not okay?
Can you get different types of brains in your mix?
I think so. I don't see why not. Like I imagine
think
cows
so?
think differently.
Michael, we need you to be honest with us in this situation now. Have you ever engaged in any brain eating activities in these restaurants and clubs?
In restaurants now, but in the comfort of my own home, away from the prying eye, yes.
So you are a victim of the black market barbacoa, yet you can't stop consuming it.
I'm a victim in the same way that people think that video games cause children to be violent. I knew what I was doing, and I took the risk.
And now you're here to blow the whistle, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, the brain whistle.
But you will admit that you are addicted to black market barbacoa.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Well, you're taking proactive steps. You know, you're trying to crush the market from inside.
Yeah, this is a very common thing. This is actually a 12-step program, and they recommended that I come on this podcast exactly. So to anyone out there, if you have this particular addiction, come on this podcast, and they will help you work through your problems.
Mike, I gotta ask. Michael, excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you name names? Can you give us maybe some of the top people involved in this situation?
The Reyes brothers.
The Reyes brothers.
Reyes brothers.
I'm unfamiliar with the Reyes brothers.
Tito and Jojo.
Tito and JoJo.
Are they twins or what? Are they?
They aren't, but they have matching face tattoos. It forms a heart on both sides of their faces when they put it together. It's actually very adorable. They almost do a Dragon Ball Z fusion ha when they walk into a room together. It's really magical. Contrary to the popular belief, they are actually very nice guys. When they're not slinging deadly meats on people.
Right.
Mixed with brains, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
We live in America
It is
today.
it is a true addiction.
Yeah, that is rough. Anyway, getting back to the introduction, like I said, this is Michael Moreno. He's he's a former employee of mine. I guess current employee still, technically.
Are you telling me that you are a high-ranking official in the black market barbacoa ring?
Also, is this nepotism? Is the next question.
Well, you say high ranking. Well,
if you were his supervisor.
Well, here's the thing. I mainly handled like the accounting aspect of it. Like I didn't really handle the front of the things. I'm like Al Capone's accountant, essentially. Just the guy I'm just the man behind the numbers. I didn't know. I didn't really know what was going on until this exact moment. I'm actually like JoJo. I can't believe it. And what's really weird is I never noticed that he and his brother had those matching face tattoos. But it makes total sense because one of them it says "I love you," and on the other one it says "I know." And they're such big Star Wars fans, and it just clicked right now. I get it. It's
because they're siblings.
Yeah.
It also shows in their fondness for kissing each other.
Oh yeah, when they make out.
Yeah.
It's how they seal deals. And
Episode 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we talking about the Reyes brothers?
I'm talking about
they
both
made out
sets of
they made out while watching
siblings.
episode 2.
Episode 2. They kissed in episode 2 in Hoth. I'm talking about the Reyes brothers as well.
Oh, they went to the planet Hoth, which exists in a galaxy far, far away.
A long time ago.
And then they watched episode 2 of Star Wars, the Clone Wars.
They actually got the idea for using brains in Barbacoa from the Tauntauns.
And then, did they ever...
Was that after they slept in one?
That's after they slept in one. Together, though. That's where they use the same stomach. And that's where they got their closeness.
They built a small fire inside, scraped off some cheek meat.
Yeah.
And...
Barbacoa.
Hey, we need some seasoning for this.
Is that how they started the Barbacoa
some brains in there.
Probably.
This is indeed the inception of the black market barbacoa. It happened in Hoth.
I do have a side question just to ask you. Did the Reyes brothers, am I pronouncing that correctly?
That is correct.
Yeah. Did the Reyes brothers at any point ever watch episode 5 of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back?
They did not.
No, never.
They
never saw that.
Stricken with mad cow disease. And
wow! After watching episode 2,
I've not been able to watch anything since. It's actually quite sad.
Oh, so they went to the planet Hoth and saw episode 2 of Star Wars, and then they had that crazy adventure with Tauntauns and everything. That is such a crazy story.
They've
That's
never
amazing.
actually even seen the third Star Wars movie.
That's
they sort of ended at the highest
2. They
point.
watched 1 and 2.
So while they are stricken with madness, they also have like blissful unawareness of what has happened to the world on the outside. And I'm kind of jealous of that.
Controversially, your opinion is that Star Wars Episode 1 and 2 are the greatest of the Star Wars movies, and they just kind of fell off after that?
Actually, yes.
Stop right there, because you're not going to get to backtrack on that. The thing, and you never picked up on it, so now that is part of the goddamn story.
Cool.
Cool.
Who kissed in Clone Wars?
What?
Who kissed in Clone Wars?
No.
How can I spin that?
No, I tell you exactly who kissed in Clone Wars. The Reyes brothers were watching the Clone Wars. They were watching the Clone Wars on the planet Hoth, and then they kissed.
While the Battle of Geonosis was happening.
Yeah.
The Reyes brothers were there.
Yeah.
They saw, they conquered.
Oh, okay.
So, the death of David Bowie.
Oof.
Which just happened, I guess, 2 weeks ago.
For everyone listening,
right?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
But unfortunately for us, it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was very recent for us. People are trying to do math right now. They're trying to figure out when we record this.
I see.
And you just let them know.
Trying to figure out my whereabouts.
I'm not more concerned about that than
the Reyes brothers are looking for you.
Oh, no doubt.
Indeed.
Hopefully, you guys like mess with my voice. I don't know if you have that sort of.
We don't have that technology here.
Actually,
no, sir.
No.
This may have been a mistake.
Hey, really quick.
Even if at the beginning of this broadcast, your social security number will be.
You've made promises.
Hey, real fast. I actually think we'll be able to change the tone of your voice quite easily. I actually got a new program. It should help us out. For those of you listening, you won't be able to know this, but Michael's voice is very deep and manly sounding. We're going to replace it with kind of like a wispier voice, kind of prepubescent almost, kind of like the voice of just like someone who's just lounging around through life, and that's what you'll be hearing throughout the course of this episode. So like, don't be concerned if it doesn't sound like a smooth talking gentleman who sounds very confident. We replace it with someone who sounds mostly effeminate. Like, that is not Michael's real voice.
I hope to sound like a female Gonzo from the Muppets.
I
when you're
imagine.
done with me.
I imagine you'll sound like a dead Behan Miss Piggy more than anything.
That's just bacon at that point.
Sizzling bacon. Anything else you got? Wait, hold on.
I mean,
I think we glossed over the death of David Bowie quite rudely.
Apparently, it was unimportant to you guys.
Miss Piggy in a pan is pretty important.
I really do want to talk about just David Bowie for 1 second. Here's the thing about David Bowie is I've heard a lot of people compare his passing with like John Lennon and
John Lennon, who was murdered on the street.
Right.
I don't really think that.
And James Dean, who died in a car accident famously, and that's not where I'm at. Like when I heard that he passed, I put on some David Bowie, listened to it. I shed some tears, but they weren't. I didn't like sob, or I didn't feel like particularly like I was saddened, but I wasn't in like a grieving state.
But tears came out of your face?
Yeah, but it was more like tears of appreciation, I guess. Because
was this while you were listening? I'm assuming this is while you were listening.
I was listening to it.
Okay.
Were you laying on a bearskin rug?
I was laying on my rebel.
Is this after you painted your face?
Oh yeah, I put the lightning bolt.
Right, you're laying naked with your face
the British
paint.
flag as a cape.
Yep.
Draped over your body.
So basically, what I do on every Tuesday morning,
going out to get the paper.
Yeah, that's my life. So I feel like he had put out so much, and then this most recent album that he put out, he created after he had already
knew that he was going to die soon, and he made it very cryptic.
It was very. It's just good. I mean,
it reminded me of, which wasn't on purpose, but Notorious B.I.G.'s last album, which came out 2 days after he died, and he's on the cover with a casket.
Yeah,
it was very much so about the streets and the struggle.
Indeed, it was.
Yeah, so I feel
although David Bowie was 69 years old.
Yeah, he went out. He went out like a boss.
You're an old person who did lots of drugs. He kept it pretty
fresh.
Oh, he was
very much so on the scene.
He was the man.
It was hard. He was ageless almost. Like it was hard to tell how old. You couldn't look at him and go, "He's this old."
No,
like at any point in his career. Really.
Probably since 30 years ago, you were not sure about that.
He was kind of like Yoda. Like, he still claimed that he was young, but always just looked super old.
He just looked like he was filled with knowledge and experience and drugs.
That's in no way a negative thing.
But he just went out like a boss. Like, I didn't feel sad for him because I was like, yeah, that's how you want to do it. You have this amazing career and you get all this crazy stuff accomplished. You see your end in sight. You crush your enemies. I'm sure he did some of that. You secure your legacy. You create this message to the world that's just like, yeah, I was fucking David Bowie. It's cool. I was awesome. Everything's going to be okay.
How was fucking David Bowie?
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, he had moves like you've never even seen.
He had the moves like Jagger.
And he looked at me with his
he literally learned them from Jagger.
I got that moves like Mick Jagger, who I learned the moves from. See, that doesn't sound as good.
That's perfect.
That doesn't sound as good, but it's more
And
accurate.
this is why you don't have a singing career.
Oh. I thought it was because of, it's not important why I don't have a singing career.
It's actually his crippling face.
Yeah, it's because I only have half a face, I thought.
This is why you have a podcast. You have a face for radio.
Right. Half a face for radio, as we call it in the biz.
Did we even explain why you were here? Or
Yeah,
nope.
No.
Who you are?
You asked me my first job, and we wasted about like 20 minutes on that, just purely on how sexualized the barbacoa industry is.
Yep.
So, do you guys want to talk about your friendship, or?
No, I've not really liked this guy very much.
I don't know what that is.
I don't really like him very much.
I only mean, like, what is friendship? I've been locked in a barbacoa cellar for months now.
Oh, it's like
I'm
almost
just not
like
allowed to leave.
like indentured servitude almost. Like
a
you're
lot-
paying off a debt.
A lot more greasy is the only problem.
He was born into that debt.
It never
It'll
comes
never
out.
be repaid.
It's like a Ponzi scheme almost. But where your children get indebted into barbacoa poisoning crime lords, I guess. I don't even know if they're crime lords. Is this the only crime they're committing? It's just this
Selling illegal meats.
What?
Poisoned meats.
But at that point, I feel like it's almost very similar to drugs. If not worse than drugs. This is actually medically...
Well, you claim to be addicted to the mix.
I am addicted to the mix.
I wonder if there is
I like
drugs
the way that
involved.
sounds, the mix. Oh, the mix gets you.
Oh,
It gets you every
God.
damn time. It's just got to touch your lips.
Well, we're going to take a little break here, and we will be right back with more TBD with JB and JB. This is Chet Baker here, host of the podcast, Taking It to the Streets. And I'm here to tell you about a delicious restaurant in downtown San Antonio. Is it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, the prime days of the week, and you are hankering for some delicious meats? Come on down to Reyes Brothers Barbacoa.
Reyes Barbacoa es loco!
That's right. Their prices are crazy. Their barbacoa tastes crazy. And you're not going to find a better deal than this in town. I guarantee you.
Get a part of the mix!
A lot of people don't know that TBD with JB and JB has a sentient Facebook site. That's right. Our Facebook site is alive. And it gets bored, guys. We'd really appreciate it if you engaged it. So check it out on www.facebook.com/TBD podcast with JB and JB and say hello. We're also available on iTunes podcasting app, Stitcher for Androids, and of course, SoundCloud. All you got to do is search TBD podcast with JB and JB. Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for liking us on Facebook. Those of you who listened to last season or last episode know that we are going to be trying something new here on TBD. We're going to try some names on. Today we have a very special name for you. We're going to be showing you what life would be like if we were, instead of TBD, what if we were DOS Podcast? Let's go there now. This is such a good intro music. It really gets my blood boiling every time. Welcome back, everyone who is out there in listening land. This is your intrepid host, John Smith. That is my real name. I've gotten many questions over the years, and it is my name. It's my legally born name, so please stop asking me. With me today, as always, is my co-host, Dick Wellstein. Dick, say hello to the people.
This is Dick coming right at you.
Oh, he's famous catchphrase, as we are so all well aware of. Welcome to yet another exciting intrepid. Once again, I cannot stress how intrepid this podcast is of DOS Podcast. The podcast where we talk all about the digital audio streaming community. We talk about various podcasts that are out there, and we rate and review them so that listeners out there know which ones are worth their time.
And superior.
Yes. Dick, I understand you had kind of a crazy weekend this weekend. Would you like to share the details of your outings with the people?
Well, as you know, I hit up the clubs this weekend, and I had a raging time with those killer.
And just to clarify for the listeners out there, when Dick refers to clubs, he is, of course, referring to that of the golf clubs. He will oftentimes take large quantities of golf clubs to various dancing establishments around the city and kind of shows them off and shows that he is kind of the upper echelon rich guy, you know, when he is ordering the drinks and also dancing away on the dance floor at, I forget what the name of those places are. I always forget what they are called. The dance studios? Dance bars?
Areas.
They're called dance bars?
Dance areas.
I forget all the time. Anyway, so he brings his clubs into these dance bars and shows them off. And I guess it sounds like you had a very good time this weekend. So
I did.
Oh, did you meet any interesting people?
I met many lovely honeys, as I believe they are called. And I had a lovely time just drinking with them. And ordering many drinks.
Oh, I once again, we are going to get updates for the board on the Dick tracker. Did you happen to score any digits? Once again, did you just end up paying for all of their drinks and then going home alone?
Dick always gets the digits.
So is that a no again, Dick?
That is, yes, it is no.
Okay, so but once again, we will put another X mark on the weekend in the shape of two penises, that we may understand that you once again did not score. So this is most unfortunate, Dick. I'm very sorry that your weekend did not go as you had originally planned. For those of you out there who are curious why we use two dicks in a X-like motion, it is because, for new listeners, my good co-host here is quite the homosexual, and so whenever he goes out, obviously, like, he is trying to score the gentleman, so it represents both of the penises, and what they are not doing over the course of the weekend is touching.
It is also my favorite position to do. There is something about trying to start the wood, as it is, a fire in the loins.
So moving on to our next segment, as we are scheduled to do. We here at DOS Podcast always keep strict schedules when it comes to how we podcast, because we are so limited on the time. So we move on to the segment where we perform the interview. Next to me, Doc, Remy, inventor. I assume that I do not have the details on your invention, but
I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
I was told this would be an interview for a failed inventor, but you guys...
Yes, we understand that you have an invention. I do, like I said, I do not have the details here, but according to my notes...
I guess I just didn't expect...
Is it what did you invent that
Well, your
assisted
name
in
is John Smith, and I just assumed you...
I am the dick.
I just assumed your name was Richard, and...
Oh, no.
You know, we're here in...
It is dick.
Yes, the dick comes at you, or what was that?
Coming at you.
Well, we're here in Ohio, and I just didn't realize that... I'm just upset about my failed invention, you know, so...
This may be my mistake. I did not prep him.
And this is the DOS podcast, yes?
Yes, the podcast where we do...
my invention is Doc's Apparel Stops. DOS. So I thought that we would have that...
Oh, no, you very, very sexy and confused person. I'm very sorry about that.
I modified a set of suspenders. This is my prototype. To keep your shirt tucked in. You know, the suspenders keeps your pants up. Well, my invention keeps your shirt tucked in by connecting your shirt to your socks. And I called that Doc's Apparel Stops. But unfortunately, someone beat me to it.
Oh, this is terrible news, Doc. Both that someone beat you to the copyright on such a product, and also that your invention is not in line with the theme of our show, that is digital audio streaming. This is two very silly situations. I think you're both...
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We have the time for a very man of your stature. And I believe we can fit him into our slots.
Oh, well, as the schedule says, at least for the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds, we will be interviewing this gentleman, and I feel like it would be incorrect to deviate from the schedule. As I said earlier, it's very, very important that we maintain the schedule in order to cover all the information. And I just feel like an event. Oh, yeah, excuse me.
It's fine, John.
Okay.
I just don't want to give the listeners at home the wrong idea. Dick never finishes early. We finish on time in a very timely manner.
Very funny. So, Doc, please enlighten us more onto this inventions that you had, which was stolen and pilfered from you.
I can't say whether it was stolen from me, no. But I was beaten to market. And the other company was the Signature Shirt Stays. They have a superior product. Mm-hmm. It is cheaper to make, cheaper to sell.
Well,
and thus failed inventor, and that's why I'm here.
Well, as a red-blooded American, I feel as
American.
Yes, as a red-blooded American, I feel like if something is superior, be it a product or say a race, they deserve certain caveats and certain benefits above others because they have...
Now I'm going to have to disagree with that, sir.
Well, you know, like as an American, once again, I believe in hard work, and that your work should pay off. And if you create something that is good, you deserve to be given proper
burials.
You deserve to be compensated for said work. And
I can't disagree with you there.
Yeah, this is America, in which we are right now.
Land of the free.
Yeah, I don't know where you are from. Maybe you are from some other place where such a thing is not acceptable. But sir, you here now talking to us in this studio in Ohio. But it's my birthplace. I feel like maybe are you communist, perhaps, sir?
No, sir. Negative, sir.
Maybe you are a red. You have been...
You mean a red, white, and blue?
Oh, no, I prefer to see communist, yes?
No, sir. No, sir.
I see you're wearing a red shirt today. I don't imagine that is happenstential.
Indeed it is, sir.
Oh, it's what, you just happened to wake up this morning and you were like, yes, today I wear this red shirt?
Well, my wife picks out my clothing.
Oh, is your wife? Maybe it's a communist who has been manipulating you into these things?
Sir, what kind of show is this? I come in here, a respectable gentleman, and you accuse me of being a communist?
You're right. I apologize. This is not the behavior of a gentleman to come in and accuse somebody of being something that they are not. I will desist. I apologize, and I would ask that you.
First of all, I feel like I was lied to.
Yes, well, Dick, what you have to say for yourself in regards to this?
I was very confused. I thought I was on the dating profile. This was my mistake. And I honestly was just hoping that we could get through this interview.
Excuse me, you found me on the dating app?
Yes.
Sir.
I was interested in
I am not a homosexual.
With you and your lovely wife.
We do not partake in any kind of perverse activity such as that.
I do not believe this. See, you are new to the show, so you do not know this, but Dick is on the streets. And when Dick is on the streets, he is constantly looking for poon.
Looking for poon?
The poon.
The poon? Sir, no poon will be found here, sir.
I'm very sorry about that. I've been trying to correct this all evening and just trying to see how you felt at the end of it. Maybe we could...
I'm very sorry to that you feel like you have been wronged in this situation, sir.
Well, you've told me that you wanted me, the inventor of DOS, to come on the DOS podcast, but in fact, you are a podcast about other podcasts in which you talk about going to clubs and picking up...
you mean going to the dance factories?
The dance factory, yes.
Vista clubs, yes. But
the dick is on the streets, I've been told.
Are very essential. I understand things have gone wrong, and I'm very sorry about that. I want you to look at me, because I feel very bad that I've wronged you. I only ask one thing before you leave, and that is, can Dick get the digits?
No, sir, Dick cannot get the digits.
Dick needs the digits, sir.
Listen, sir, we are very sorry. Please, hold on. If you would just give us 1 second to convene, perhaps we can make amends here. Dick, my trusted co-host, could you please come with me for just 1 second over this way?
Yes.
Dick, listen, I see what you are trying to do with this guest here, and I believe I can be of assistance to you in attaining the digits.
Are you going to be winging me, John?
Oh, I'm going to wing you. And we are going to get the digits for you, and we are going to get these 2 cross penises off of our boards. And honestly, I'm very tired of looking at them. There are so many.
I only want to see less penis on the board.
Yes, but more penis in the real life and less on the board, as they say. So I apologize to make the jokes in such an inappropriate situations, but it's you know me, I'm the cutter of the rugs, you know. That means to make the jokes, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, as
I've
we
heard
both,
many of these things.
as everyone knows, to cut rugs is to make jokes. So yes, so this is we must make this a plan. So this is what we will do. We will go back, and you will. We are going to try to obtain his digits, perhaps more nefarious like way. Maybe we offer him contests or something. What do you think?
I believe we should throw water balloons at him, and I will undo a button on my shirt to further allude to the sexiness.
Yes, okay. Well, it's a good thing I have so many of these field of water balloons here in the studio from yesterday's podcast, where we talked about the podcast, how to make water balloons, and we made all of them.
Wunderbar.
Okay, so let's tiptoe our way back into the conversation with Doc, and we will obtain these digits for you.
Let's go.
Okay, you're going to have to take the lead on this. I want you to be very aggressive and really just get in there. Don't take a no for an answer. I learned this from watching The Sopranos, and I believe that have you been keeping up with the HBO?
I do not.
Oh, well, you should. There's a great
I've
show.
been watching the Breaking Bad.
Oh, well, there's a very good show. It is called Bored to Death. You should definitely give it a once over. It is so good. It's Ted Danson from Becca is in it, and it's just, you should very much check it out sometimes.
Can we just get back in?
Oh, I apologize.
I
can see, I'm definitely, I apologize. Let's go.
Oh, Doc, hi.
Hello, Dick. You're back.
I was just convening back there with my good
It was
friend.
strange.
And no, nothing is strange. We wanted to see if you would like to be a member in a contest.
Okay, well, tell me about the contest.
Well, it is a simple contest in which we will. You have to dodge several water balloons, and you get various prizes for dodging water balloons.
Right here in the studio, I see you've unbuttoned a button, Dick.
Oh no, it was my bulging muscles.
I see.
Yes.
So you're gonna throw water balloons here in the studio? You want to
Yes.
throw?
Yeah, we have the area set up from several weeks ago.
Okay. So what am I gonna win? In the contest.
What will happen is we will do it, and if you are successful in the contest, we will take down your number, and we will get you a special contest. It is a very romantic dinner that you will have, and you will get to go and watch a very nice feature.
Okay, so I can take my wife.
Well, it is more of like you get to go with a celebrity. Is what happens. So it's you.
It's kind of like a charity thing, or they do it for like press or.
I don't know about charity.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think the celebrity is
charity.
good in his own right.
It is charity for somebody.
Okay, so I just have to dodge the water balloons.
Yeah. You dodge the water balloons. Or if you get hit with them, I mean, you don't know which. The rules are very secretive.
What happens if I get hit with a water balloon? Then I guess I just lose, right?
Well,
everyone wins.
Yeah, everybody wins when you get
Okay,
I think
so
that's the fun.
Well, because it's fun.
Yeah, but you don't want to
Very
get it,
fun.
but you want to win.
Very fun.
Very fun.
Okay,
It's
Dick.
so fun.
Is that another button?
No,
Dick?
I think we should get out with the
Yeah, let's
contest.
just continue on
The contest
with this
is
contest.
very important.
Okay, so if you just get up against this right over here, so we just move you.
Place your hands on the wall.
Yeah,
On
put
the
it up
wall.
on
On the wall.
Yeah,
You want me to put my hands on the wall?
yeah, just like that. Yeah,
That's perfect.
yeah, that's perfect right there. And if you could just teeter off to the side and
okay, so
spread
kind of
out.
over here.
Yeah, like right over there, and get us like a wide stance.
Oh, well, but I've got to dodge.
Like
Yeah,
that of that is the crab.
It will help. It will help with the dodging.
I want you to look like a crab.
So kind of move like a crab.
Move like
That's
the
your
crab.
advice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just
Just like
Just
that.
like that.
Just like that right there. Okay, we are going to get the water balloons. I don't know why I'm getting so fucked up all of a sudden. But
This is
here
the
we
route
go.
you
Here
told.
we go. Let us... we will take this water balloon and...
Okay, I'm moving like a crab.
you
Just-
dodged.
just
That's
think
fun.
of your
That's
wife.
nice. That's not bad. Very good. Dick, would you like to sling some balloons yourself? Oh, I'm throwing another one. Oh, I missed.
Oh no.
Oh, we are all losing, but
You guys aren't gonna hit me.
well, either we will hit you or miss you. You know, something will happen. So
How many of these do I gotta dodge?
we've
All
got
of them. All of them.
we've got
all
three
of them.
more.
How
All of
many's
them.
all of them?
We only have. I've thrown 3
This-
now. I'm out of them.
This game is a marathon.
I believe we have
Mar-
one.
It is the marathon.
You didn't disclose that.
Well, we
before.
have one
Dick
more.
only does marathon.
Is that something interesting to you?
It
Then
would
I
be-
It
apologize.
does not
An
sound like
interesting
something
thing with which you would be
Okay,
interested in.
well, we have one balloon left. Dick, if you could
I will happily
throw
throw
that
this.
last
Moving like a
balloon.
crab.
And here we are in the
Resources
wind up.
Oh!
Oh, and it's hitting dead on.
Oh, you got me.
Right.
You're so wet right now.
So now I don't.
No, don't sit in
Oh,
the
come
chair.
back.
I
You are-
don't-
You are very dirty.
you're
I'm
so
sitting in the
dead.
chair wet.
Oh.
I don't win. I don't get to go to dinner with a celebrity now.
Well,
No,
you
I-
are luck. Actually, you did win. You won. the
But you hit
contest.
me.
Exactly,
Dick
yes.
hit me.
Yes, Dick hit you square right
Right
in.
in the anus.
Yeah, well, Dick always hits his mark.
It's always
so-
there.
Yes. So, So if you could just write it down, your number on this piece of paper here. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, and that means that we have finally have the winner in the digits contest. Dick has been spending, as you all know, the last 700 episodes not getting any digits from the gentlemen. So he has now gotten his digits in. So we will put this triple Dick sticker up on the board. Okay, congratulations, Dick. It's been a long time coming, so congratulations.
No more cross penises for
Dick.
the dick.
Yeah, Dick has been a long.
What are you gentlemen alluding to?
Oh,
This
anyway.
is all been a ruse.
Okay, so now that the contest is at the end, let me reveal the full scope of your prize. Dick here will be taking you down to Arby's, and you will be enjoying some delicious mozzarella sticks, after which you will go into my backyard where we will play Bored to Death Season 3 through the window for you with the closed captions on, so you can enjoy that.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, but it's unfortunately you have signed the contract, so you are legally required to engage in this activity and at least allow him to get to second base.
Excuse me?
Dick and Doc are now off. Oh, look at that! Such a cute couple named Dick and Doc. They are leaving. Dick.
I'm sorry. This is an outrage.
Okay, Dick.
Dick needs to get to the streets, honey.
Dick, is there anything that you would like to plug besides this fine gentleman here? As we close down this another exciting episodes.
Bok is for goat.
I do not. I assume this is correct. But Doc, is there anything you would like to plug before we leave today?
This is an outrage. I do not consent to any of this activity.
Right. Do you have it?
Consent isn't very important.
Yeah. Do you have?
I'm leaving, sirs.
Do you have
Thank
perhaps a
you.
Twitter or a social media plug? Okay.
I do not, sir. I'm a farmer.
All right. So we are going to get this all.
I'm not a farmer. I'm a failed inventor. I'm a farmer.
And thus concludes yet another exciting episode of Das Podcast.
Welcome back, folks, to the TBD podcast with JB and JB. Hope you enjoyed that episode of DOS podcast.
So good.
What do you think about that one, JB?
It was beautiful to watch.
It really was.
I watched it.
Indeed. So, do you have anything to tell the fine folks before we
Sign off for the night?
sign off?
Yeah. Well, guys, a couple things for you. Watch the Golden Globes. I'd also like to plug last year's Super Bowl, Christmas and New Year's. Those things haven't passed yet, right?
No, none of those things have happened.
By the time this releases, all that stuff will still be...
Well, it'll be the next day.
Yeah, it'll be like the next day or something. I'm really bad with date math. I'd like to plug, I guess, the 20th of January.
Okay.
20th of January is pretty awesome. So if you're listening to this anytime on the 20th of January or beforehand,
It's going to be a good Wednesday.
oh, I'm actually going to be giving out free money on January 20th.
So meet me at the Bijou.
Yeah, at the Bijou movie theater.
Out front.
Out front.
I will be handing out lots of cash.
Right in front of Steinmart's parking lot. I will be just handing out free money to anybody who walks up to me and says shibbly bibbly boop, which is obviously the Twitter handle that you go by.
Indeed it is.
So if anyone gets there, that would be amazing. And we'll get you all hooked up with $100. So
What about you, Mike?
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you guys invited me on. It was a raging time. If you guys want to hear more of me, go ahead and check out
Voices of Me.
It's a podcast that I'm going to be hosting by myself, and maybe have a few of these cats on.
Sounds
intriguing.
like a very good listen.
I personally will pretend to listen to that and tell you that I listen to that. But I will get like
It's
just
not meant for you.
yeah, I'll read like the synopsises and synopsis. Synopsis.
There will be extended universe to my podcast, in case any of you are wondering.
Are you gonna randomly take out pieces of canon? Like as you go along, you'll be like, "Oh, this happened," and then like 2 years from now, you'll be like, "No, that didn't happen."
No, I will actively screw over my fan bases,
nice.
my dedicated fan bases
what I
on
like to
every
hear.
turn.
Good.
It's gonna be great.
I would just like to tell everybody on Sunday, watch X-Files.
Oh,
That is all.
That's gonna be so interesting. Do you realize there's a lot of people? Did you ever watch X-Files, Mike?
Yeah, I've seen episodes, not in continuity,
Right.
but just sporadically. Yeah,
You
I
know
love
who
it.
the cigarette smoking man is? You get that reference?
No,
Here.
I was like, I used to smoke cigarettes. Is that a?
Is that-
help
you
me?
That
about
is
my-
not the reference.
Is that?
Are you
is
talking
that
about my
how
uncle?
I joined that club. Is I just smoke cigarettes? I knew it was good for something.
That's the X-Files is just all about people smoking cigarettes.
That's all you need to know. So on that note, bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Later.